Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you understand that we are actually enjoying our revision of our examination type questions so that we can prepare ourselves for our examinations very well in electrochemistry without any problems. So in this case now, let us look on our sixth question, which we have right there, which is written as question number 9 in our previous question papers. The diagram below represents a cell that can be used to electroplate a tin metal with a thin layer of silver to improve its appearance. Right? So all what we are saying here is we want to see the application of electrolytic cells in electroplating. Right? So now the first question which is there is that which one of P or the metal is the anode in this cell? Right? In electroplating, we are coating our metal with silver, and as a result, there is no way how our silver there can be the cathode. Right? So the cathode is supposed to be our metal, and our silver there is supposed to be our anode. So which one of P or the metal is the anode in this cell? We have P there, X is the anode. Right? Our question 9.2 says, write down the following name or a symbol of the element of which electrode P is composed. Since we want to coat our metal with a thin layer of silver, so definitely our element which we have on electrode P there is silver. Right? So this one is question 9.21. So you can actually write Ag, which is the capital, the chemical symbol for silver, or you can just write the name as silver like that. Right? So if we can go back to our question 9.22 says, name or a formula of the electrolyte that has to be used to achieve the desired results. We have two soluble salts of silver, that is, only those particular soluble salts can be used as electrolytes. So we have on our question 9.22, the two electrolytes which we have is we can use silver nitrate, which we can write as this, or we can just write it in words as silver nitrate, or we can actually use silver acetate, which is written like this, or we can call it silver ethanoate, or it can be called silver acetate. Right? Those are the two soluble salts of silver which can be used as electrolytes. So if we can go to question 9.3, it is now saying switch S is now closed. Write down the feasible changes that will occur at the following 9.31 electrode P, which means to say that if switch S is closed, we have the movement of some electrical current from our battery to the metal. So we're going to have some flow of electrons, that is from the anode to the cathode. So now the question says, write down the physical changes that will occur at the electrode P. So we are going to see to it that on our 9.31, our electrode P, which is our silver or our metal bar, it is going to become eroded, or it is going to become smaller, or it is going to become thinner, or it is going to be eaten away. Why? Just because there is an oxidation reaction which is taking place, which means to say that our silver solid itself is being converted into the silver ions. So we have our silver solid itself is being converted to the silver ion plus that one, and this one is an oxidation reaction which is actually taking place at the anode, right? So definitely our silver solid itself is going to be actually smaller, or it's going to be thinner. Why? Because there is an oxidation reaction which is taking place there, right? In our question 9.32, the question says the metal, right? Since we are now actually coating our silver metal, our metal with silver, definitely it is going to increase in size. Why? Because there is going to be a coating of silver around our metal. So we're going to have a layer of silver which is going to be formed on our metal. So what we are going to have on question 9.32 is that it is going to increase in size. Why? Because now our silver aqueous ions plus an electron, we are going to have our silver solid which is happening there. And this one itself, it's a reduction reaction which is happening at the cathode. So as you can see, we have the formation of silver solid, and we're going to have a layer of silver which is going to form on our metal, right? In question 9.4, the question says write down the equation for the half reaction to support the answer to question 9.32, right? So the half reaction which is happening there is this one, which is a reduction reaction. So that is the reaction which is the half cell reaction which is actually taking place, right? And now if we can go to question number 9.5, it says how will the concentration of the electrolyte change during the electroplating process? Write down only increases, decreases, or remains the same, right? So we are talking about the concentration of the electrolyte, which means the concentration of silver ethanoate or the concentration of silver ethanoate, depending on which we have used. As we can see here, we are having 1 mole of silver ion is being actually formed at the anode, and again 1 mole of silver ion again is also being used at the cathode. So the concentration of our electrolyte is going to remain the same because we are using 1 mole, we are forming 1 mole and we are using 1 mole. So it is going to remain the same. So that is our answer to question 9.5. So it remains the same, right? So if we can actually proceed to the next question, which is 9.6. It says you want to coat the metal with copper instead of silver. State 2 changes that you will make to the above cell to obtain a metal coated with copper. That one is just common sense which we are going to use there, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to replace the silver solution with a copper solution or a soluble copper salt. Then secondly, we are going to replace the silver bar or electrode P which we have in this particular question, our anode, with a copper bar. So instead of having the silver bar there, we are actually going to have a copper bar, right? So those are the 2 changes which we are going to make. Firstly, we are going to replace the silver solution which we have here with a copper solution or a soluble copper salt. And then secondly, we are going to replace our electrode which we have there with a copper electrode. So those are the true answers which we are having. So thank you very much. So we'll meet in the next question, which is the seventh question which we are going to have in our examination type questions. Right, as you can see, we want to make some varieties of some questions which we are meeting, so that when you're going to encounter your problems in the examination, you will not have a problem. You just apply some of the answers which I have already given you in these examination type questions. Thank you very much.